We are the hidden ones. Why? Because the Most High scattered us and they hid our history from us. They stole our history and they're keeping it hidden from us. They don't want us, they don't want you to know how great you are. They don't want us to know how great we are. To do is to teach our people who we are according to the Bible, right? You ever heard the 12 tribes in the nation of Israel? Yeah. You heard of that? So you're familiar with the Bible? Absolutely. Okay, all praises. Now let me ask you something. Stay in Deuteronomy 28. Yes, sir. Let me ask you something. Why did this happen to our people? Why is it every time we look up, we're the ones that's always beaten down, oppressed, and this ain't never happened to no other nation? So why is that?
Wake them up! Bring them up. We sold ourselves out.
We sold ourselves out. All right, I can work with that. Deuteronomy 28:15.
Yes, sir.
To a degree, you are correct. We asked for this. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses gave us a stipulation. He said, if you will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord your God, and the Most High God of Israel is the God of only one people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He don't deal with no other nation. Read that.
But if it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said curses were going to overcome us and overtake us. Now, let me ask you something, Cornelius. Are curses a good thing or a bad thing?
Horrible thing.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing, right? Bad thing. So look, you said we sold ourselves out. To a degree, you're correct. We got the commandment from Moses. Moses said, hey, you either do it. Actually, read verse 1, Deuteronomy 28:1. Yes, sir. All right, let's get the flip side to it. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So look, if you listen closely, if you're diligent in doing the things that I'm telling you to do, come on.
To observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
He will set thee on high above all nations on the earth. Does that sound like a curse or does that sound like a blessing?
Blessing.
That's a blessing. So that's the flip side to what we did. Moses said, hey, I'm going to give you the good stuff first. All right. This is the good news. Verses 1 through 14 was all the blessings. 15 on down, all curses. And those are the curses is a sign of our captivity here in America. Well, hell, throughout the whole world. All right. Go back to 15. Yes, sir. Okay. So look, you said we sold ourselves out to a degree. We heard the commandment. We didn't listen. So all these horrible things happened to us. Read 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So listen, he said, cursed shall you be in the city. Now, you know it's everywhere you go in America. Where you going to find black people at?
By the train tracks.
By the train tracks. Give me some more on that.
You know, typically in a lower class neighborhood.
Lower class neighborhoods.
Where don't nobody else want to be.
Exactly, right. So you're not going to find us in the suburbs, right? No, you're going to find us in the ghettos, the hoods, the slums, the projects, right? So look, read that again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
He said, cursed shall you be in the city. Living in the ghetto was a curse. Having drugs and gun violence, gang violence, prostitution in your neighborhood, it's a curse. Come on.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And cursed shall you be in the field. Now, where were we during the times of slavery, during chattel slavery? Where was we at?
In the field.
What kind of fields?
Cotton
fields.
Soybean fields.
Yep. Sugar cane, tobacco. We was in the cornfields. We was doing all that.
Wake them up.
He's giving it. Look, Moses is giving us a hint like, hey, y'all, he said, cursed shall you be in the city. We in the ghettos right now. And cursed shall you be in the field. Back then, we was in the cotton fields, the sugar cane fields, tobacco fields, like you said, soybean fields. We was in all them fields. And look, fast forward to today. How are we still cursed in the field?
The jobs that we get.
The job fields.
Right.
That job fields. Look, why are we the last hired and the first fired?
Bring it out.
Why are we always the custodians?
Right.
Why do we look? Why is it that we gotta train our replacements?
Right.
That's the one. That's the one I can't get over. We be training our replacements. We be good at the jobs, but they be like, you know what? He's got more education and he looked like white Jesus. So let's go ahead and give him the job, but you gonna train him.
Right.
That's painful, ain't it? But look, Moses said these curses were gonna come upon our people. Okay, give me what you got? Yeah, get that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
They are the curses. He said they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. Like, how do we know that's a rainbow? How do we know that's a Subway? How do we know that's a Kroger?
Right.
Because of the signs, right?
Right.
So he said, just like those signs right there are signs letting you know what they are, he said the curses are going to be a sign letting us know who we are as a nation of people.
Right.
Okay? Because look, hold that, Deuteronomy 32, I think it's 28. I'll make the remembrance to cease. Where's that at? Right there.
26.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 26. I said, I would scatter them into corners.
He's going to scatter us into corners, meaning the four corners of the earth.
Right.
All right, meaning we're scattered all over the world. Like the bulk of us is here in America, but we still got to go out and get the remnants of our people all across the world.
Right.
Come on.
I said, I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
That's the point I wanted. He was going to make the remembrance of us to cease from among men, meaning we don't even remember who we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chinese man can open up a book and date his history like thousands of years ago. But when it comes to us, why is it that our history always starts with us coming off a slave ship?
Right.
Right.
You know, Black History Month come around, what? They always showing it. Roots, 12 Years a Slave,
Right.
Birth of a Nation, Free State of Jones, huh? Color Purple. Like, why do movies, why is that our history? You know, like, why is that like the main thing they be putting out there? Well, who were we before that?
Right.
We were the sons and daughters of the Most High God. We were the Israelites of the Bible. But they discontinued. What you got? Go ahead and read that.
Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
We're going to show you what happened. Read.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
God gave us a heritage that we discontinued from. All right? Because we didn't listen to what Moses said and started breaking the commandments and God put curses on us. We were discontinued from our heritage. Right? What is our heritage? You got that? Get that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17 and verse 11. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
So check this out. He gave us knowledge and the laws of life for inheritance. That's our heritage. The Bible is our heritage. You know, like Chinese man, they got like the way they dress, the way they eat, you know, where they live, they got their own land. We got the same thing, and it's all in this book right here. Okay? So read that again, what our heritage is.
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 11.
Get out.
Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
And look, the law of life meaning what? Nobody know how to live. If we come back to our laws and start applying our laws, nobody don't know how to live better than us, bro.
Right.
Because there ain't nothing but benefits in this book if we apply the commandments. Okay? Go back to what was that at? Yeah, read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, or excuse me, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 26. I said, I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
So look, because we didn't listen, Cornelius, you listening? Who you got on the phone with you, bro?
Huh?
Who you got on the phone with you?
Oh, this is my baby right here.
Okay, all praises.
Yeah.
All right.
I got her with me.
All praises. Hey, tell them to listen. So look, because we didn't listen to what God was saying, he said he was going to make the remembrance from us to cease from among men, meaning we wasn't going to remember who we are, but everybody else around us know who we are. Psalms 83.
Yes, sir.
Is that what I want, Psalms 83, about the crafty counsel?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give me that. So Psalms 83. So look, the nations know who we are. So-called the upper, I'm talking about the upper echelon. I'm not talking about your everyday average Joe, like, you know, Caucasian man, but the upper echelon of them people, they know exactly who we are.
Right.
They know how to, they keep us in sin on purpose.
Right.
Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God, and hold not thy peace.
So look, we asking in the spirit because we see the atrocities that be happening to our people. We see the oppression. So in the spirit, we crying out. We like, Lord, like you got to do something. Don't let us go out like this.
Right.
Don't let this evil continue on with our people. Right? Come on.
Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
He said, thine enemies make a tumult. You know, a tumult is like a large gathering, right? So kind of like what an example would be like the UN summit, right?
Okay.
They put out like principalities and laws and all these different statutes and whatnot to keep our people low.
Right.
Like, where did redlining even come from?
Right.
Why does it only affect us? It don't affect Bing Lee or whatever his name is. It don't affect the East Indian man when they come over here.
Right.
They come over here off the plane and they got like they living better than we live.
Right.
But didn't we build this country? Didn't we build this country? Why are we at the lowest state? Why are we at the bottom of society in the place that we built? In the kingdom we built. We can't get a damn nickel. Right? So look, it's not by accident that this is happening. Read that for lo.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
So look, check this out. Even look, the Bible says, he said, for lo, thine enemies. Thine means yours. God has enemies.
Right.
God don't deal with everybody.
Right.
Understand that first. Okay?
on.
We're going to finish that point, then we're going to get Joel too.
Yes, sir.
Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Who are the hidden ones? We just read it in Deuteronomy. Yes, sir. We are the hidden ones.
Right.
Why? Because the Most High scattered us and they hid our history from us. They stole our history and they're keeping it hidden from us.
Right.
They don't want us, they don't want you to know how great you are.
Right.
They don't want us to know how great we are.
Right.
Okay? Huh?
Cushites.
The Cushites. No, we ain't the Cushites, we the Israelites.
Right.
Yeah. Come on up, son. What's your name, brother?
Jabbar.
Jabbar, all praise. I'm off Smokes. Nice to meet you, bro. So what we out here doing is we teaching our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who we are according to the Bible. All right. So we was just telling Brother Cornelius right here that, through slavery and colonization, we lost our heritage.
Right.
But now what? We got governments, we got agencies, we got people that actually keep this information from us. All right, by dumbing us down. All right, read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And understand, don't believe the hype. The so-called white man don't love God.
Right.
All right. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gave us this image right here, because this ain't even what he looked like. You know what I'm saying? They defaced the Israelites and they defaced the image of the Son of God. All right, come on.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel. Crafty counsel is like that careful speech. Is like, how are we going to keep them enslaved? We can't just lie and say, you're not God's chosen people. No, we got to make things happen. We got to what? We got to alter history, historical images, because what? Where's it at? Yeah, this image right here was based on a real person, Caesar Borgia.
Right.
That's part of the crafty counsel right there. It's called iconoclasm. I can't find the word. But, here it is right here. Iconoclast. Come take a closer look. Look at this. You can clearly see this is a white man whitewashing the images of black people.
Right.
This is supposed to be Jesus Christ right here, but look at this. That's a pale image.
Right.
That's what they did to the Son of God. That's what they did to us. That's why what? We got, what you got? Is that 3? Yes, sir. Watch this. Read that.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
And that's what they did. The book of the law is talking about the Bible, which is our history book. They laid open the book of the law and they was like, you know what? Because the old Bible talking about way back had images just like this over here.
Right.
They had images. They took the images out. That's another part of that crafty counsel.
Right.
That's part of the lies that they telling our people.
Right.
All right, come on. Was that it?
Yes, sir.
All right, so go to Joel 2. We done with that. Read that.
So that aligns with the Ethiopian Bible, correct?
You said the Ethiopian Bible. No, that don't align with us. We got people in Ethiopia, but they're scattered in Ethiopia. Okay, but we're not Ethiopians by that. We're by blood. All right, read that.
The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God and none else.
So listen, the Most High said, I am in the midst of Israel and none else.
Bring it up.
God is only for one people.
Right.
So look, part of the crafty counsel, part of the lies is what? Oh, God loves everybody. God is for everybody.
Right.
No, We just read the scripture right here saying that he's only for one nation. He's on.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word.